Jay Silver, president of Helicon, and today we're coming to you live this morning. What are we, about 9:20 here on October 1st from one of our active compaction grouting sites over at USF College of Nursing, where we're securing the ground, improving load-bearing capacity, treating any loose, weak soils, potential sinkholes before they put this beautiful building here at the College of Nursing. And probably take about 5 minutes for this quick live site visit, and was just going to walk you through kind of some of the steps. We got Moffett building over off into the yonder here. So the first step on this project, and we're doing, you see different pods. There's a pod here, a pod over there the guys are working on, and a pod right over there. So the first step was we drilled these casings. We drilled this down all the way down to about, I said the shallowest was 35 feet, the deepest was about 80 feet. And these are 4-foot sections. So that was the first step of the process. And then the second phase is the pumping or the grouting. We see we got our TK40 over here with Mashmeyer, the ready supplier for the concrete. And we're just dumping that concrete into the pump, and it's being pumped under high pressure down through this line. And so they're pumping on the point over there in the pod, and I'll kind of bring you over to the operator station. So this will give you, if you swing around me here, this will give you kind of a point of electronic wireless to pump and control the pump. And they're also looking for high pressure is one of the main indicators. And I think on this project site, high pressure, Matt, is what, 300 or 400?
It's 400 PSI.
All right, so 400 PSI, and that varies from project to project. But on this one, 400 PSI is the number. And once we hit that, you kind of see down over here where our high pressure gauge is. So he's watching that. If that hits 300, it tells him, say that casing was down at 80 feet. That tells him, oh, that zone has been filled because I'm getting high pressure. Now he'll tell his guys break 2, and they're going to break 2 sections. We might get to see that here in a minute, but they're going to break, actually they're breaking it now. So they're, Matt, he got a high pressure reading, so that told him, all right, we need to break 2 off. So they use, this is a hydraulic power pack, and this reservoir is what powers the hydraulic rams. We can come around here maybe. Powers the hydraulic rams on the extractor. So he'll tell him to break 2. They're going to break off 2 sections. And then they're going to reconnect the hose once those are broken off. The other indicator that you saw on the transient there, now that is on the markers, and they're measuring ground heave. So the 2 indicators, you either get high pressure, which indicates that zone has been filled, all the soils have been just compacted and densified. Then they're going to break 2, that's about 8 feet. They're going to pull up to the next section. Sometimes they may break 1, depending, but they'll pull up. It's called upward staging. So we're doing 1 stage, then we're pulling it upward, pumping another stage, pulling it upward, up to the surface, and we'll do that on all of these points that you see in the grid pattern. What that does is it ensures that all of the soil zones have been remediated, packed, and filled. It will also, as we're doing the process, it may trigger some dormant, or I guess you say dormant sinkholes that are already there, and the movements from all the pumping and the pressures compacting and compressing the soil triggered over in this area. We didn't get to see it, but they triggered a little small sinkhole here. Open up, the guy said. They just filled it with concrete, put the sand over it, and that's what we want to do out here. If there's any sinkholes out on this, we want to get them now before the building comes in place. So they're about hooked back up. So once, or they may be pulling that out, but really that's you know, quick tour of our beautiful project site out here. And you know, thank you for continuing to follow along for all foundation repair, soil stabilization expertise and education. And if you have a project, whether it's a deep foundation system with helical piles or pins or drilled piers or micro piles, or it's a soil stabilization like we're doing out here with the compaction grouting or rigid inclusion, or we also inject polyurethane injections into the ground to also stabilize soil. So give us a ring. We're happy to collaborate with you, your engineer, your builder, anyone on your team to find out the best options for you.